Howdy folks, Bairdos here with another breakdown of how an old event fares in current Final Fantasy XI. Today it's the Treasures of Aht Urhgan edition, Nyzul Isle's turn. I just noticed today, released 11 years ago this month. Crazy to think it's been that long. Anywho, before I get into this, there's one thing to mention. There's two versions of Nyzul Isle. Investigation and Uncharted Area Survey. We'll get into their differences later. There's not many. So, firstly, is there any reason to still do either iteration of Nyzul? Yes there is. Investigation remains the only place you can get your weapons used in the Unlocking a Myth quest for each mythic weapon, and more importantly, each mythic weapon skill. Still a guaranteed drop for the job of the Assault Leader when completing floor 100, but you can get them from any NM on the climb. I recently obtained all but 3 in my Jimmy Bonsai character's climb to 100, before finally getting the pup weapon I was after. One reason to still do either iteration, again, is due to the mythic weapon questline, and that's token farming. Naturally, Nyzul is still the only place to get these, and you get them by completing floors and then exiting within your allotted time. There is one other reason to do Nyzul Isle, and that's the Uncharted Area Survey version, and that's when the monthly campaign for it is active, like this month, which is March 2018. What this does is it upgrades the chests that all NMs drop in the event to +1s for normal NMs or +2s for boss floors. Within these boxes can be just about anything, obviously excluding relics, mythics, Empyreans and Aeonics, but that really does seem to be about the only restriction. If a box drops an earring, it'll be something along those lines that it gets appraised to. I've personally seen as high as Reason Jima equipment from the event, and there's even craftable items from more recently than that have been reported, making this a very awesome potential event as long as you can deal with the deluge of useless items that will accompany it. Other than those reasons, there's no real reason to do it. The gear has certainly been left in the dust with the introduction of the item level armour. You don't even need to get to floor 100 anymore to reduce the amount of weapon skill points you need to unlock mythic weapon skills. So if the rest of the above holds no interest to you, you're done with Nyzul. For those that still need to do the event, the only requirements for access to this content are that you have the Treasures of Aht Urhgan installed, and have also completed Aht Urhgan Mission 3, so have Assault access. You'll also obviously need an Imperial ID tag, obtained from the usual Assault vendor location in Whitegate. The aim of Nyzul Isle Investigation, which is the level 75 cap variant, is to get from floor 1 to floor 100, a floor at a time. Given that you have a 30-minute window each run, that's impossible in one sitting. Your runic disc, which is the item needed for entry, only records in steps of 5 though. Really, you're looking at trying to do a minimum of 5 floors a run. At the beginning of each run, you get given the choice of where to start, providing you've reached the end of the previous block of 5, with higher costing more tokens. Tokens, again, which are accumulated after each successful run. Aim of Nyzul Isle Uncharted Area Survey, which is the level 99 variant, also known as Neo Nyzul Isle, is to get to your chosen destination floor. You get to pick from floors 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. You can still progress a floor at a time in this version if you wish, but as you start from floor 1 and still have the 30-minute time limit, that's not going to work. You also get the additional option of advancing ? Floor, which can jump you up anywhere from 1 to 11 floors. Obviously, this is the way to go if you're looking to get higher floors. In both versions, each floor has a randomised objective, some far easier than others, and you can even encounter free floors, where the warp to the next floor is automatically ready as soon as you enter the floor, although this is significantly less likely in Uncharted Area Survey. These chosen objectives will be one of the following. Eliminate all enemies. Exactly as it says, eliminate all the enemies, NMs included. If the floor has archaic gears on it, however, these don't need to be killed, and they'll actually do negative to your run. Eliminate specified enemy. This will be a normal enemy that checks as impossible to gauge. So check everything on these floors. You don't need to kill everything, just the one specific non-NM that checks as impossible to gauge. Eliminate specified enemies. This will be an enemy type introduced in the Aht Urhgan expansion, all checking as impossible to gauge. Again, not including NMs, so just tear into all of those. Eliminate enemy leader. Again, this will be an NM-like variant of an enemy type introduced in the Aht Urhgan expansion. These being chariots, flans, imps, porogos, soul flares, and quickerns. Then we have our Joy of Joy lamp floor types. Type of which you don't know exactly which variant you've got until you check your first lamp. The three potentials being certification code, which simply means all party members have to touch the single lamp that's in the floor. Activate all lamps at the same time. Same time nowadays simply means activate each of them. They shouldn't deactivate now after a change that was made that I'll detail towards the end. And activate all lamps in a specific order. This one is the biggest time sink of any floor you will find in Nyzul. Again, the time the lamps stay active for is not the issue. The issue here is simply getting the order right, and running between the likely 4 lamps. You could be lucky and get them right first try. You could, however, be beyond unlucky. Get this on the first floor, and also get it wrong until there is no other options. The one good thing about these lamps, however, is that if you get one right, it will stay lit up after you've activated the 4. So you know that one's right. Thank heavens for small mercies and all that. Yeah. Now, what's changed in the past so many years, and can you solo Nyzul? A bit. And yes. The important stuff that's changed, some of which I've mentioned already, the lamps now stay active for a lot longer. It used to be a very short window, but now is somewhere closer to, if not exactly, 5 minutes. These were the floors that made soloing mechanically impossible, but with this change it became doable. The mechanically part is simply because there used to be a restriction on how many members, minimum members, that you could enter with. It used to be 3. That same patch that they tweaked the lamp lengths, they also removed the minimum participants restriction that was in place for all assaults. So yeah, soloing is now entirely doable, and as I've stated already, I've recently done it. So at this point I'll put a card in the video to the first video of that run with my Jimmy Bonsai character, and I'll put the link in the description as well, if you want to check that out. The only other relevant change that I'm aware of that's been made is the removal of needing floor 100 to reduce the weapon skill points required for unlocking with mythic weapon skills. It's set to 250 regardless of progress, so once you get your weapon, you're good to start the quest and start busting out some weapon skills. So there you have it, Nyzul Isle, both of its iterations, in 2018, in a nutshell. I'll add some cards to some Nyzul content that I've done recently if you want to check out what it looks like, as well as linking them in the description. And if you have anything you want to ask that I haven't covered, don't hesitate to ask in the comments, or if you've got anything else you want to ask me, fire it down there as well. I hope you found this video informative. If you did, please do press the like button. If you want to see more content from me, and more Final Fantasy XI, whether that be videos like this, my Let's Play series, or anything else 11 related I do, click the subscribe button. I have at least 3 Final Fantasy XI videos uploaded each and every week. For now though, I've been Bairdos. This has been Final Fantasy XI. Thanks for watching, take it easy, adios.